Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm getting more and more familiar with connecting with you all. It's becoming easier more and more. So coming back to this alien registration, an important topic. We got so many emails from our existing clients as well, asking about who has to do it. See, most of us are now at this time aware of what is the alien registration. So I'm not going back to that. So coming back to who has to register and why it has to be registered. If you had gone for your visa at any point of time before entering the country, or after entering also, you have an I-94 which is at the port of entry, you already have been entered into the registration system. So that's very clear. So any non-immigrant visa or any immigrant visa, which is a green card, and the non-immigrant visas, the H1s, L1s, all those, any other category, even the visitor visas, when you enter through the port of entry, you are already registered, so you don't have to register again. Who has to be registered? See, Canadians, what they do usually is they come on a visitor visa, but usually they prefer to drive into the country. So they will not have an I-94. Even the TN visa holders, when they drive from Canada to US, most likely they will be on the road and they will not have an I-94. There's no port of entry. Those are the non-immigrants who has to take within the 30 days of their entry into the US, they have to register. And the main thing is you have children who might be a dependence of you, being on a H1, and then you have your H4 or your children who would be turning 14. So if they had been turning 14 after they enter the US and they have not traveled back out of country, then you have to register. See, some of the basic questions. My son is 15, but we entered in US at 13. Then what do? You have to register again. It's okay because they are 15 or 16. They have never entered traveled out of country. So then they have to register for it. So the one thing other than this, in case if you're not very sure, you tried your best, re-register again. It doesn't harm you. It's okay. And you're not paying anything at this point of time. If they have, USCIS has the biometrics and they prefer not to redo it, you will just definitely get a notification. If not, you will be assigned of an appointment nearby the local biometric fingerprinting place, and then you have to go for it. Then you complete the alien registration. If in case you are requested for a document, proof of it. So what kind of a documents to be supported? So once you have an alien registration, if it is needed and you have completed, then you'll have proof of the same. You can have it. So other than that, as we discussed, I-94 copy is more than enough. Along with that, you can just have a copy of the passport, which also will have a 797, which is the employer's details, your validity of your stay within US. See, you don't have to take the original. The reason being, there is not much clear instruction at this point of time. The reason why we are advising for not to carry the original is there is a more chance of you carrying it everywhere and losing it and then trying to get in hold of the documents. It's not easy. I'm telling you with my experience, to get a copy of a H1B approval, it's not at all easy. You have to go through a lot more of process and then get it. So even if you're carrying, just be careful about it. In the meanwhile, it's definitely going to be acceptable copy, and then you can also request them, the officer, that you could provide the original at a later point of time. And also when it comes to a place where there is a lot more of question about having a document in your phone and showing it to the officer. So the one concern when we were thinking about it or discussing with other attorneys is, so when you have a document in your mobile phone, when you give the phone to the officer, you have to keep in mind you're exposing all the documents, you're voluntarily providing the mobile. I had an experience when there was a FDNS visit, and then the officer was looking at the laptop of the employee who came over there, and then he was questioning about what is this number of Zelle payment that was received. So there might be any different questions. So just keep in mind, it's okay to carry it, because when you're driving or having it in a place where it is available or reachable for you, please have a copy of it. That is most advisable at this point of time. As simple as such, please try to register yourself. We are all good. If you have any questions, further questions or clarification, feel free to leave on the comments. And any other topics you are interested to know more about it, please share it in the comments. We'll definitely take a step to do that. And also we are planning on to give more and more updates on a regular basis, which will be useful for the community. Please watch and support us so that it encourages us to do it more for the community sake of it. Thank you.